I'm going to tell you why that stubborn knee pain won't go away. And it's not because of your bone-on-bone arthritis or because of your meniscus tears or bursitis. It's not because of any of that, and I'm going to tell you why. Before you start judging my drawing, the concept I'm about to explain to you is a universal concept. It doesn't matter what you have. Every patient who I've seen in my office, in my clinic, that I've helped to walk, run, jump, climb the stairs again, bend down to the floor again, every patient that I've helped get there, regardless of the arthritis, meniscus tears, bursitis, or anything else that they've had going on in the knee, this is the principle that's going to cover all of that. It's going to make this universal, so please pay attention. So, meet Mary. Mary is quite unhappy because she has a lot of left knee pain. The knee pain has been around for about 6 months, and so what has happened since the pain has started? Mary has decreased movement, right? She's decreased all of her function that she's able to do because of that knee pain. There is decreased range of motion, there's decreased strength, right? There's decreased balance, right? And the list goes on and on. And now what happens is because she's hurting from her knee, now the ankle and the hip start to overload and overwork, right? If the knee can't bend and you have to reach down to the floor, well, how are you getting there? You're probably overbending from the hip, or you're having too much range of motion through the foot, or you're having too much from the hip and not enough from the foot, or vice versa. There's so many various different things that can happen, which is why everybody's knee pain is a little bit different. Many of the patients that I've worked with that have come to me with really bad knee pain, a lot of times the hip work that we would do, that was enough to improve the actual strength of the leg and to provide more stability and support at the knee, and the knee got better. Some patients I had to work more at improving the function of the foot and ankle, and that improved the knee. There's a lot of people who have had to do both, and I had to build up both the mobility, the strength, the stability of both of those areas to help reduce that pain. There's also been a lot of times when pain in the knee, even though it was localized, was actually referred pain from the nerves of the hip and of the back. And so until you address these different areas, that is the real reason why people have knee pain. And I'm telling you, these are patients that I've worked with who were told that they have bone-on-bone arthritis. These are patients that are told that, hey, you have a meniscus tear, we need to go in and do a meniscectomy, where they need to cut out a piece of meniscus. There are people who've had bursitis for months or ongoing for years, just continuously on and off, that we are able to crush out by just applying this principle of understanding, okay, if we have pain in the knee, where is it actually coming from? What's actually contributing to it? What's impacting the knee? And that's what we did with Mary, and she got very happy. When you understand all the different things that can happen to the knee, that's when pain starts to get better. The knee is a funny joint because 9.9 times out of 10, it is actually impacted by what's happening above it and below it. If you can understand and figure out which one is the actual biggest impact, where are the deficits in terms of strength, mobility of the joints, then you can truly start to break it down, reintroduce movements back in, and actually build it back up. Right? Instead of the knee-jerk reaction of reducing range of motion, reducing activity, reducing load and effort through the legs and through the knees, we need to actually increase it, and that is how you're going to be a very, very happy person, a very happy Mary, with a very happy knee. Okay, you just need to put in the work and actually use it. Don't back off from it. Even if it seems counterintuitive, you have to use it. The only reason why you shouldn't use it is two reasons. One, you either have a fracture or a break, or you like being in pain, and you like being unhappy, and you like being miserable with every step you take.